welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do something a little different because I've had a couple requests to do so. So what I'm going to do is show you how I use a ring sling. This is my carrier of choice. I've been using a ring sling for a long time. I started when Jude was about 5 months, and I started with Miriam from day 2, I believe, and she is 14 months now and still loves going in the ring sling. So she sees it, so if you hear in the background, it's because she wants to come up. So anyhow, the first thing I do is I thread the ring sling. If you don't know how to do that, I can show you in another video, but I thought I'd just do this video by showing that the tail is through the rings here, and the first thing I like to do is make sure that this top rail, this is what they call the edge here, is a rail, is nice and flat through the rings and on the outer edge. And same thing with this rail here, through the rings and on the outer edge. So, and I've sort of sized it roughly for her size, and first thing I do is put in, I'm going to have it on my left shoulder, so I'm going to be putting my right arm through and over my head. And then I like to start with the rings kind of high up, not too high up, because I'm hoping that the rings, when I tighten, don't move too much. So I'll just put the sling here, just a little bit higher than my corsage position. You sort of want it to end up in this corsage position in the end, but I like mine a little bit lower just because I have a pleated ring sling and I'm quite bony here, so I like to have the pleats, I like the seam of the pleats just a little bit lower than my corsage position. So anyhow, with all that said, I will grab my baby. So here's Miriam. She's hi. She's gonna go in the sling. So the first thing I do is I take her and I sort of put her over my opposite shoulder to the rings, and then I take my left hand here and put it under the pouch, grab her feet, and bring them through. So that's the easiest way to sort of get her in the sling, I find, is to grab their feet and guide them through rather than their legs sort of flinging all over the place and it's hard to get them through. So first things first, I do that. Then next I bring the sling all the way up her back. She's not sort of in a seated position yet, she's still straight, all the way up her back, and then I flip her over like this. Just want to make sure you guys can see. Flip her over like this, like sort of in a cradle position. Grab the bottom of the sling, pull it up to her knees, and pull it up so that the bottom rail is right up to her belly button here. So, and then as I do that, her knees go up, so her knee is up higher than her bum here, and same thing here, higher than her bum here. And then I'm going to tighten. So I like to have her arms tucked in. I grab all this fabric here, all the way over, and then I grab the corresponding rail and I tighten. Hi. Like that. So I don't pull down. I'm supposed to pull across, but I kind of pull at a diagonal like this. And then so that rail is tight. Next is the bottom rail is still kind of loose. So what I do is I position my shoulder the way I want it, and then I reach back here and grab all this fabric and pull it along to her first knee, her back knee here, lift her up a bit, feed that all the way through. So I've got a bunch of fabric here, loose, loose, loose. I've got her knees where I want them, and then I can pull down on this rail here just to tighten all that slack out. And then she's in. She's comfortable. I can rearrange if I want, bring her over to my hip a little bit. Her knees are higher than her bum. This is where I want it because now, like I said, my seam is below my collarbone. So this is the way I like to wear my ring sling. She's nice and high. I can kiss the top of her head. Her knees are higher than her bottom. She's in a nice deep seat, so she's not going to be able to sort of straighten her legs and get out. Although, you know, ring slings aren't foolproof in that way, but I find sort of the deeper the seat, and as long as the bottom rail is sort of tight and keeping her in, then she's good. So she's a little bit fussy right now. I can sort of bounce her around, and yeah, that's how I use the ring sling. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you aren't subscribed to my channel and you want to see more videos from me, you might as well subscribe, and we will see you in the next one. Bye! You comfy? Oh, now she's quiet.